Right. Today first concept is SDLC. Today first concept is SDLC. SDLC means software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. Software development life cycle contains six phases. First one, initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Software development life cycle contains six phases: initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Actually, we will work under only testing phase. We need to know only testing phase or roles and responsibilities, but we will learn all the phases. We will learn all the phases just for general knowledge purpose. We will learn all the phases. Actually, we will work under only testing phase. We need to know only testing phase roles and responsibilities, but we will learn all the phases. Why? Because after getting job, whenever you are working with a software company, what are the roles in the organization, what are the responsibilities, we should know. That's the reason we will learn all those things. But actually we will work under only testing phase. We will work under only testing phase. Today first concept to initial phase. Initial phase. Roughly we will discuss right now. After that we will discuss very clear manner in future. So initial phase. First phase or initial phase, or this phase we can say requirement gathering phase also, or we can say initial phase or requirement gathering phase. We can say requirement gathering phase. In this phase main task is in this phase main task is interaction with the customer, interaction with the customer and gathering the requirement. Interaction with the customer and gathering the requirement. In this phase we have two roles. One is business analyst, second one is engagement manager. In this phase we have two roles. One is business analyst, second one is engagement manager. First, that concerned person, whenever approaching software company, they are already said the concerned person will come to your place and he will take the all the requirement. That concerned person is business analyst. First of all, business analyst, he will take the appointment from customer. So first of all, he will take the appointment from customer and he will go to the client place and he will gather all the requirements and he will come back to the company. First of all, business analyst, he will take the appointment from customer. Before going to customer place, before going to customer place, he will collect the template from company. He will collect the template from company. Template is nothing but it contains predefined fields. For requirement gathering, each and every software company separately they will maintain some templates. So requirement 1, requirement 2, requirement 3. This is the template. Template is nothing but it contains already predefined fields. Just we need to fill the information. So this is called a template. A template is nothing but it contains some predefined fields. Just we need to fill the form. So that is called a template. Each and every software company separately they will maintain for requirement gathering one template. The template is called requirement gathering template. First of all, business analyst he will take the appointment from customer and he will collect the template from company and he will go to the client place or customer place and using this template he will gather all the requirements very clearly and he will come back to the company. He will submit it to the company. That is business analyst task. Okay, this is very crucial task. Why? Because in in market we have different mindset of people. What they want they don't know. So we need to gather the requirements very clearly. It is very difficult. This is very crucial task. For example, I want one website. My intention, my aim is my website should be good. My website should be good, but I don't know anything about website. Which technology developed, then they will that website be good? I don't know any I don't know anything. Okay, which technology, PHP or Java or .NET? So which technology they are using, I don't know. I don't know anything about website. My intention, my aim is my website is good. I don't know anything about website. So if they want to get the requirements from me, it is very difficult. Why? Because I don't know how can I give the requirements. So it is very difficult. First of all, we should know what customer expecting, what he want. We should know, then only we can do something for him. But so customer in market, number of customers, they don't know what they want. So in that situation, very difficult to gather the requirements. But business analyst is a technically very strong person. He knows something. He know something. He will gather. He will fully interact with the customer. He will gather the requirements, and he will come back to the company. He will submit into the company. That is business analyst task. Okay, what is business analyst task? Okay, first of all, he will take the appointment from customer. That appointment date, business analyst will collect the template from company, and he will go to the customer place, and using this template he will gather all the requirements, and he will come back to the company. He will submit it to the company. That is business analyst task. This is very important task, and it is very crucial task. Next, engagement manager. You are doing operations on my desktop. Please don't do that. Engagement manager. Whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check that requirement document. Whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check that requirement document. Already, roughly he gave already requirements. Already we gave one estimation. So if at all any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. He will add the extra cost. He will add the extra cost. Whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check the requirement document. If at all any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. If at all any confused requirements, he will conduct to prototype demonstration with the client. Prototype demonstration with the customer. He will conduct the prototype. If at all any confused requirements, he will conduct a prototype demonstration with the customer, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. Yes, demonstration means customer said he want two buttons in the application. He want two buttons in. Yes. Prototype demonstration means, I will tell you. Customer, yes, I will tell you, sir. One second. He want two buttons in the application. Customer said only I want two buttons in the application, but he didn't mention where he want exactly. So he said only I want two buttons in the application. So he didn't mention where he want, like top of the page or corner of the page, center of the page, bottom of the page. He didn't mention. That time he will conduct a prototype demonstration, and he will gather all the requirements. So why he is conducting prototype demonstration? He want to return proof. That's the reason he is conducting prototype demonstration, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. Where you want, sir? You mentioned two buttons in the application. Where exactly you want? Top of the page, bottom of the page, center of the page, corner of the page. Where you want exactly? So he will conduct a prototype demonstration with the customer, and he will gather all the requirements with the written proof. That's the reason he is conducting prototype demonstration, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. So in the initial phase, output document is customer final requirements. In this phase, output document is customer final requirements. Customer final requirements. In this phase, output document is customer final requirements. This customer final requirements, some companies they are saying, they are calling FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Some companies they are saying URS, user requirement specification. Some companies they are saying CRS, customer requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BRS, business requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BDD, business design document. Some companies they are saying BD, business document. Okay. Okay, this is the customer final requirement. Some companies they are saying different names. Some companies they are saying FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Some companies they are saying URS, user requirement specification. Some companies they are saying CRS, customer requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BRS, business requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BDD, business design document. Some companies they are saying BD, business document. So whatever it is, that is customer final requirements. That is customer final requirement. First phase is initial phase or requirement gathering phase. Main task is interaction with the customer and gathering the requirements. Roles is business analyst and engagement manager. What is business analyst task? First of all, he will take the appointment from customer. Before going to customer place, he will collect the template from company and he will go to the customer place. Using the template, he will gather all the requirements very clearly and he will come back to the company. He will submit it to the company. That is business analyst task. He is very fully interact with the customer and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. Okay, next engagement manager. Next engagement manager. Whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check that requirement document. So if at all roughly already customer gave some requirements, so if at all any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. If at all any confused requirements, he will conduct a prototype demonstration with the client and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. In this phase, output document is customer final requirements. This customer requirements, some companies they are saying or calling FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Some companies they are saying URS, user requirement specification. Some companies they are saying CRS, customer requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BRS, business requirement specification. Some companies they are saying BDD, business design document. Some companies they are saying BD, business document. Whatever it is, that is customer final requirements. This output document is input for next phase. This output document is input for next phase. What is the next phase? What is the next phase, madam? Next, what after initial phase, what is the next phase? Analysis phase. Analysis phase. Analysis phase. In this analysis phase, we have what is the input document? What is the input document? FRS. That output document is input for next phase. FRS is the input document. Okay, here we have 4 tasks. One is feasibility study. One is feasibility study. Tentative planning. Technology selection. And requirement analysis. And requirement analysis. In this phase, roles. Roles means employees. One is system analyst SA. System analyst. Second one is project manager. Third one, team manager. So analysis phase. Okay, input document is FRS. FRS means customer requirement document. So analysis phase, they are analyzing the customer requirement document. They are analyzing the customer requirement document. They are not doing any task, just they are analyzing the customer requirements. They are analyzing the customer requirement. In this analysis phase, they are analyzing the customer requirements. They are not doing any task, just they are analyzing the customer requirements. First task, feasibility study. First task, feasibility study. Feasibility means possibility. Okay, customer, each and every customer having some own expectations. Can we reach that expectation? Is it possible or not? They are analyzing. That's why that is called feasibility. Feasibility is nothing but possibility. Is there any possibility or not? They are analyzing. So we can say feasibility. Next, tentative planning. Tentative planning, we need to complete this particular project within 1 month. So is it possible or not? Temporarily they are planning, so we can say that is tentative planning. Okay, tentative means temporary, so they are doing planning temporarily. So compulsory, we need to develop this project within 1 month. Is it possible or not? Okay, if we want to develop this particular project, we need to have time, money, premises, technology, employees, everything we need to have. Okay, is it possible or not? So they are doing temporarily planning. That's why we can say tentative planning. And technology selection, customer said that developed software should work in Windows 7. So which technology suits for Windows 7? Either .NET or Java or PHP. .NET, Java or PHP. Which technology suit for this Windows 7? They will choose the technology and they will develop based on the Windows 7. Which technology suits for Windows 7? They will select and they will develop the project. They will develop the project. So that is technology selection. Which technology suits for Windows 7? They will select the technology and they will develop the application. And next, requirement analysis. Based on the customer requirements, already we have some requirements. Already we have some resources. Requirements means resources like time, money, premises, technology, software. So, using our requirements, can we satisfy all the customer requirements or not? They will analyze. So that is called requirement analysis. That is called requirement analysis. Based on the customer requirement, is it possible or not? They are analyzing. So that is called analysis phase. Here, system analyst, project manager, team manager, they are not doing any task. They are analyzing the customer requirements very clearly. Is it possible or not? They are analyzing. So that is called system analysis phase. That is called analysis phase. In this analysis phase, already they got FRS. They added, after analyzing the customer requirements, they added some more requirements, some more points. So in this phase, output document is SRS. In this phase, output document is SRS. In this phase, output document is SRS. Analysis phase, output document is SRS. System requirement specification. In this phase, output document is SRS. System requirement specification. This is input for next phase. What is the next phase? What is the next phase, madam? Oh, you forget? Yes, I will teach you, madam. No need to worry. Design phase. Design phase. In this phase, we have two tasks. In this phase, we have two tasks. One is high level designing. One is high level designing. Second, low level designing. After class, I will send you notes, madam. You need to read well. Okay. One is high level designing. Second one is low level designing. Here we have two roles. One is chief architect. Second one is technical lead. One is chief architect. Second one is technical lead. Design phase. Input document is SRS. In this design phase, we have two tasks. One is high level designing. Second one is low level designing. Roles. One is chief architect. Other one is technical lead. So, what is high level designing? If it is any project, any software company, if it is any software company, after getting the project, they will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. That is called high level designing. That is called high level designing. That is called high level designing. So they will divide the whole project into some modules. That is called high level designing. This high level designing done by chief architect. This high level designing done by chief architect. This high level designing done by chief architect. While doing high level designing, he will follow one code, that is UML language. He will follow one language. That language name is UML language. UML means Unified Modeling Language. Using this unified modeling language, he will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. This high level designing done by chief architect. Using this UML language, he will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. This high level designing done by chief architect. And each and every module divided into some sub modules. So that is called low level designing. Each and every module divided into what, I didn't get you, sir. High level designing. Whole project divided into some sub modules, some modules, that is called high level designing. And each and every module divided into some sub modules, that is called low level designing. Each and every module divided into some sub modules, that is called low level designing. That low level designing done by technical lead. Thus low level designing done by technical lead. High level designing done by chief architect. While doing high level designing, he will follow one language. That language name is UML language, Unified Modeling Language. Using that unified modeling language, he will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. That high level designing done by chief architect. And each and every module divided into some sub modules. That is called low level designing. That low level designing done by technical lead. While doing this low level designing, this technical lead will follow one code, that is called pseudocode. Be silent here, pseudocode. Pseudocode is nothing but it is a set of English instructions. Using this set of English instructions, he will divide the one module into some sub-modules. He will divide the one module into some sub-module. That is called low-level designing. This low-level designing done by technical lead. This low-level designing done by technical lead. So, already they got input document SRS. After design phase, they will add some points. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document. This technical design document is input for next phase. What is the next phase? Coding phase. TDD, technical design document. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document. This technical design document is input for next phase. Next phase is coding phase. Next phase is coding phase. Coding phase means programming phase. Coding phase. In this phase, roles, employees, programmers or developers. Programmers or developers. Oh, no need to worry, madam. It's very easy. Ask me. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, sure, sir. Okay, sure, sir. I will send you today. Entire notes I will send you. Just every day before class, just once read that notes. You can get something. After that, I will give you explanation. Okay. Thank you, sir. In the coding phase, main roles is programmers or developers. Main task is programming or developing. Task is programming or developing. Programming or developing. Yes. In this coding phase, based on the customer requirements, developers will develop the application. There is no restrictions. There is no restrictions. Based on the customer requirements, developers will develop the application. While developing the application, they will follow coding standards. They will follow coding standards. If they follow coding standards, that application performance is very good. If they are not following coding standards, that application performance is very bad. So while developing the application, developers use coding. Developers will follow coding standards. So following coding standards, they will develop the application. So while developing the application, each and every software company, they will give only one restriction to developers. While developing the application, if at all any color required, while developing the application, if at all any color required, color, if at all color required, headings, image insertion, comment, so if it is any color required, company specified colors only they need to use. Company specified colors only they need to use. Okay, each and every software company specifically they will follow one color. For example, if it is Wipro, always they will use yellow. If it is Capgemini, always they will use navy blue. If it is Keen India, always they will use navy blue only. If it is TCS, always they will use navy blue only. So while developing the application, if at all any color required, company specified colors only they need to use. Only they will keep only one restriction, that is color. Okay, based on the customer requirements, developers will develop the application. While developing the application, if at all any color required, while developing the application, they will follow coding standards very strictly. If they follow coding standards perfectly, then application performance is very good. If they are not following coding standards, so that application will be very slow, like Indian sites, Indian government sites. Okay, if you want to open any site, if you open after click on site, after half an hour the site will be open. Okay, if it is Facebook or Twitter, YouTube and Gmail, Google, so these sites are, they followed coding standards perfectly. That's the reason it is opening. That application performance is very good. But Indian government sites, so it will take more time. Why it is taking more time? While developing the application, they didn't follow the coding standards. That's the reason that applications will be very slow. There is the reason. So while developing the application, developers will follow coding standards. The following coding standards, they will develop the application. But each and every software company, they will give only one restriction. While developing the application, if at all any color required, company specified colors only they need to use. In this phase, output document is SRC, source code document. In this phase, output document is SRC, source code document. This source code document is input for next phase. Next phase is our phase, testing phase. Next phase is our phase, testing phase. Next phase is our phase, testing phase. Next phase, testing phase. What is the input document? SRC, source code document. Source code document. So first, what is testing phase? We will discuss. This is our task, madam. This is our life, madam. This is our future, madam. Okay. First, that FRS document they will send. First, FRS means customer requirement document. They will send one set of copy developers, another set of copy testers. They will send one set of copy developers, another set of copy testers. So after getting the developers, they will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. Each and every module divided into some sub module. That is called low level designing. Each and every module they will develop build wise. They will develop build wise. Each and every sub module they will divide build wise and they will develop build wise. This is the first build they are developed and they are sending to testing department. Parallelly, each and every software company they will give nearly 20 to 30 days for study the requirement gathering document, that is the customer requirement document. Just only study purpose they will give nearly 20 to 15 days. Some companies they will give 1 month also. So first within that 1 month we need to understand the FRS document. What is customer expectation, what he want, we need to understand. That's the reason each and every software company they will give 15 to 20 days, 20 to 30 days time. Within that 30 days we will study the requirement document, that is called review. That is called review. That is called a review. While doing review, if you get any doubts, we will list out in review report. We will list out in review report. We will list out in review report. Review report is nothing but it is a list of doubts. We will list out in review report. So If you want this review report clarification, we will send it to author of the requirement document. Who is the responsible for requirement document? Who will give the clarifications? No, we are the testers. They don't know anything. No, customer, he is not available. He is the customer place. He is staying in customer place. He is always not with us. Yes, Shabash. He is the author of the requirement document. He is totally responsible for the requirement document, that is business analyst. If you have any doubt, we will send it to business analyst. He will give all the clarification. Why? Because he is the responsible person. If you have any doubt, he is always along with us. That customer will not will not stay with us. So business analyst always he is staying with us. So if you have any doubt, you can ask to business analyst. We will send the review report to business analyst. He will give all the clarifications. He will give all the clarifications. After giving the clarifications, we will take one test case template. We will take one test case template. We will take one test case template and we will write all the test cases. We will take one test case template and we will write all the test cases. Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. For example, Ashok ruled Magadha. Ashok ruled Magadha. That is one sentence. I want question in that sentence. Can you tell? Ashok ruled Magadha. 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 That is the one of the previous, that is not past nearly 1,000 years back story. Ashok, Magad, yes. Ashok ruled Magad. So that is one sentence. So I want question. I want question in that sentence. Who ruled Magadha? Who ruled Magad? That is test case. Ashok ruled Magad. That is sentence. Okay. We need to form the question in that sentence. That is, who ruled Magad? Who ruled Magad? That is test case. Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. Based on the customer requirements, we need to form the questions. That means we need to write the test cases. So we will write all the test cases in test case template. Each and every software company, they will give test case template. So using that test case template, we will write all the test cases. We will write all the test cases. Whenever the first build is released, whenever the first build is released from development department, then we will execute all the test cases on this particular build. Based on the customer requirement, this build is properly developed or not, we will do testing. If it is developed, stop testing. If it is developed, stop testing. If it is not developed, then once again we will raise the defect to developers. Then developers will think, is it really defect or not? So if they feel defective, then they will rectify and they will send it to testing department as build 2. Once again we will do testing. This defect is really rectified or not. If it is rectified, stop testing. Otherwise, once again we will raise the defect to developers. Once again they will developers will think, is it really defect or not? If they feel defective, once again they will rectify and they will send it to testing department as build 3. Once again we will do testing. This build is really rectified or not. If it is rectified, stop testing. Otherwise, once again we will raise the defect to developers. So once again they will think, is it really defect or not? If they feel this is not at all defect, then they will give status reject. They will give status reject. If they feel is it defective, then once again they will rectify and once again they will send it to testing department as build 4. Once again we will do testing. Is this defect is really rectified or not? If it is rectified, stop testing. Otherwise, once again we will raise the defect. So we will do testing. If it is not satisfying the some of the customer requirements, once again we will raise the defect to developers. In this phase, output document is customer quality document. Customer quality document. In this phase, output document, we will this process going to just a cycle. We will raise the defective, they will rectify, and once again they will send to testing department. Once again, if it is not satisfying the customer requirement, okay, otherwise once again we will raise the defective developers, so they will rectify, once again they will send to testing department. We will do testing. So up to whatever customer expecting, that application should reach that expectation. If it is reach that expectation, then we will stop the testing process, otherwise once again we will raise the defect. This is in this phase, output document is quality document. So this is the process. A test engineer should know only two things. A test engineer should know only two things. First of all, you should understand the customer requirements very clearly. After understanding the requirements, how to write the test cases. This is the two things a test engineer should know. Only two things. So this is 1 day training, 1 week training, 1 hour training. Some companies they will give training within one hour. Some companies they will give training 1 day. Some companies they will give training 1 week. Okay. Only a test engineer should know only two things. How to understand the customer requirements. After understanding the customer requirements, how to write the test cases. This is two things he should know only. Only two things. So just it will take nearly max the software companies whenever taking freshers, they will give training within 2 to 3 hours, they can take into project. So manual testing is very easy first, but you came to testing training center. So I will teach you more subject. But if it is software company, they will give within 2 3 hours. They will give training within 2 3 hours. But wherever you go, all the people they will say only 2 points. A test engineer should know only two things. Okay, first of all, you need to understand the customer requirements very clearly. After understanding the requirements, how to write the test cases. This is the two things a test engineer should know. Okay, if they know these two things, you can work with any manual project. Got it, ma? Right, Manu. The testing phase is finished. So we should know only two things. How to understand the requirements. After understanding the requirements, how to write test cases. If you know these two things, more than enough. You can work with any software company, any project. Okay. Right. Last phase, delivery and maintenance phase. After developing the application, after testing the application, we need to deliver the application into client environment. Delivery means deploy. We need to deliver the application into client environment, or we need to deploy the application into client environment. Or we need to install the application into client environment. After developing the application, we need to deliver the application into client environment, or we need to deploy the application into client environment, or we need to install the application into client environment. For that purpose, each and every software company separately, they will not maintain deployment engineers. Some companies, only 1 or 2 companies only, they will maintain deployment engineers. Why? Because deployment is daily, will not happen. So yearly once, yearly twice we can do deployment. Only for that purpose, each and every software company separately, they will not maintain deployment engineers. In each and every software company, senior software test engineer software senior software test engineer will go to client place, and he will install the application into client environment. Okay, after developing the application, after testing the application, we need to deploy the application into client environment. For that purpose, some companies separately, they will maintain deployment engineers. So some companies will not maintain deployment engineers. Senior software test engineer will go to client place, and he will install the application into client environment. If at all installation successful, then they will come to a conclusion that the given guidelines correct. Otherwise, they will come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. For installation purpose, each and every software company, they will give list of guidelines how to install the application into client environment. They will prepare list of list of guidelines. Using that guidelines, the senior software test engineer or deployment engineer will go to client place and they will install the application into environment using these guidelines. If at all installation successful, then they will come to a conclusion that the given guidelines correct. Otherwise, they will come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. Why? Because they will not apply any own ideas. Okay, whatever that software company given, using that guidelines, we need to install the application into client environment. Got it, ma? After developing the application, after testing the application, we need to install the application into client environment. That is also our duty. Some companies separately they will maintain deployment engineers. Some companies they will not maintain deployment engineers. Senior software test engineers or software test engineers will go to client place. They will install the application into client environment. So for that purpose, each and every software company they will give installation document. Using that installation document, they will install the application into client environment. If at all installation successful, then we can come to a conclusion that the given guideline correct. Otherwise, we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. Why? Because we will not apply own ideas. We will not apply own ideas. Whatever that software company given, using that guidelines, we will install the application into client environment. That is deployment or delivery or install. Okay, each and every software company after delivering the application, they will give 2 years maintenance free. Within that 2 years, if they get any problems, so if they call that software company, people will come, they will rectify the problems. So if that customer face regularly some problems, he will keep one request to software company, sir, daily I'm facing problems, please provide a group of people in my place. Upon customer request, a group of people will go to customer place, they will do their work. That is called client location. Client location. After developing the application, each and every software company will give 2 years maintenance free. Within that 2 years, if they get any problem, software company people, that software company will send this developer, so they will go to customer place, they will rectify the problems. If at all customer facing regular problems, though then that customer will keep one request to software company, sir, I'm facing regular problems, please provide a group of people in my place. So upon customer request, a group of people will go to client place, they will do their work there only. That is called client location. That is maintenance. That is maintenance. That is called client location. These are the 6 phases: initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Any doubts, madam? Client location means, okay, client location means I'm the customer, madam. Okay, okay, recently that Infosys developed one project, madam, I'm using, madam. Okay, recently that software company Infosys developed one project, right now I'm using. So while doing this application, I got one problem. Okay, then if I get problem, then I will call to Infosys, that Infosys people will come and rectify the problem. Okay, rectified. Okay, once again once again I got the problem. Once again I called to software company, that company people will came and they do their work, they rectified problem. Okay, solved. Regularly I am facing problems, madam. Regularly I am facing problems, madam. So I will request to software company, sir, I am facing regularly problems, madam. Sorry, regularly I am facing problems, please provide a group of people in my place. Upon my request, that the company people will come and they will do their work here only. That is called client location. I am the customer place. Client location is nothing but customer place. Okay, that is client location. Upon customer request, a group of people will go to customer place, they will do their work. So there only, that is called client location. Actually they are working in Infosys, but they are doing job in my location. My location means customer location they are doing. Okay, any doubts, madam? Okay, great, madam. Yeah, tomorrow also we have class at same time, madam. That tomorrow class is very very important class. Today class also very very important. Whenever you are facing the interview, that time they will ask you just to tell me about your HDLC process. That time we need to tell end to end, initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Okay, I will send you this notes and recorded file, madam. Just you need to read well. Okay. Okay, I will send you this recorded file.